I might need a little blush now that I took off my blush and foundation and redid it.
Oh, perfect.
Okay.
Yeah, this is the next step in your makeup routine.
This is the next step.
Yeah.
This is the May Beauty Steal. And it's the GlowBar. It has sold out everywhere that you can get Tarte. And everywhere else where it's sold out, you're just going to get the 3 pots inside, which is like a deeper blush, a more mid-tone blush, and this gorgeous highlighter that illuminates without glitter. Already 1,500 orders have been placed. So this is all you would get anywhere else. We're gonna throw in the brush, which is so soft, beautiful, angled to help you perfectly apply blush. And if you said blush, I'm out, this one, like the powder, hydrates. It's a powder that hydrates. It's a blush that hydrates. I mean, it's
incredible.
amazing.
I know. It doesn't make sense, right? You think it doesn't.
Without parabens, without mineral oil or phthalates or sulfates, all of those things that we don't want in our makeup anymore. However, a lot of us say we get to blush and we go, I don't know how to do it, and I've done it wrong in the past, and it was really bad. I'm scared of it.
I know. And so this is like 3 golden tickets to perfect, lifted, youthful-looking cheeks. If you just picked up that foundation, I'm telling you as a makeup artist, this is your next step in your makeup routine. When you add blush, it brings vitality back. And I'm showing you this because I know you probably all have this in your makeup bag, right? You have it in your makeup drawer. It's a powdery blush. It like falls over everywhere. You have this brush that you get with it. And I want you to see when you apply this on Jill, because I know this is why at home you've stopped wearing blush, because when you get this at home, the powder goes everywhere, and then you swipe it on, and it's like, oh my gosh.
That's what I was talking about.
You're like, oh, I messed up. I'm rubbing it off. I don't want it anymore. This, when you swipe this on your skin, it's like this perfect like strawberries and cream effect that you get. You just swipe this on the apples of your cheeks and lift up, and look at how there was no, you know, blending. There's no, you know, it just lifts everything up. Look at the difference. This was one swipe, okay? So this is very pigmented. It's very lifting, and look at the glow. This is thanks to diamond powder. So also too, I know I'm like, I feel like I should be selling this today special value, but look at how perfectly it looks with like this color palette here. So I know. I'm just saying.
If you picked it up in either color, and any of the colors, now we have the makeup to go with it.
And look, this is why. We know this is why you stopped wearing blush, okay? Come back, bring some vitality back to your skin, bring some light, bring some lift, and treat yourself. Because when I think of this blush bar, I think of summer. And I think about going to the boardwalk, and you smell the saltwater taffy, and maybe you catch your reflection in like one of the mirrors, and you see the glow on your cheeks. This is how you get there, okay?
It's so beautiful too, and it's just, it's
I'm gonna
so
fix Jill's skin
high-end.
in just a second.
Yeah, we will fix Jill. In the meantime, here is the color choice. Actually, there were 2 choices before.
One
now
is gone.
This is the one remaining. This is in one presentation. This one is the rose, right? Yes, the berry sold out. So you're getting the rose palette plus the brush. Sale price saves you $22, and we're shipping it to you for free. A655227. Now let's take a look at a true before and after. Like, what does a blush do?
Yeah, so what, did you say what does a blush do?
Yeah.
Scott was talking to me and I got distracted.
Okay.
So I was like, so what it does is it gives vitality. They were like, Jill's only got a before shot at the mirror. I'm like, no, keep her here. But look at Helen as she's swiping this on her cheeks. It's lifting everything up, and it gives color back to the skin. So maybe you have hyperpigmentation and then you put a blush on, and it enhances that. It accentuates all of those issues. So you wear a foundation to cancel, but then you have no color to the skin.
Right.
This is the easiest way to bring that vitality back to the skin. And these are soft and silky. So when you put that on, you saw me do it on Jill, it glides on, it melts into the skin. It starts its life as a cream. This is a baked formula, so you're never gonna get any settling, cracking, and creasing. Instead, you're gonna get these gorgeous glowing cheeks. Like, you know, Helen just saw her high school crush across the room, and she's flushing that natural flush.
I was like, where did she see him? Did she go to her reunion?
Are we here for this? No. I'm like, you know.
He's here?
He's here in studio. What was his name, Helen? She doesn't know.
So I had taken, you saw in my before earlier that I have really red skin underneath. So I had put on this powder foundation that we started out with, this plumping powder foundation, and So I covered it up, but now I need a little, you know,
something.
a little lift.
Yep.
This is as easy as it is to apply thanks to the brush that we're basically giving you for free. You can just do a little of each tap so you don't have too much. And then I usually smile.
And
to
lift
get a little
up. It's so good.
Gosh.
It's so
And I can
easy.
even do a little
and again,
bit more.
it's going to lift and draw the attention upward. So if you're someone, I know that like as we get older, or maybe like you're like me, I just had 2 babies, so I have a couple extra pounds on me. It just gives you that confidence, that extra lift when everything starts to go south, you know?
I just did that even
south.
without looking into the
Look at how beautifully
mirror.
it blended too.
Yeah.
It's so easy to do. We've given you the tool, and this is laser cut bristles, all cruelty free, and vegan. So that when you apply this, it actually finds the high points of your cheeks, so it does all of the work for you. And I want you to see, because you know, on me, like my skin tone is different than Jill's, is different than Terry's. We all are wearing the same exact palette, but it's just giving you the perfect shade of blush. And you're getting 3 plus a highlight.
I know.
So
Okay,
it really
so how
is
do you decide between? Well, one of them is a highlighter, right?
Yeah, so you just swipe that on the apples of the cheeks if you want to. It just, again, we've given you the tool so it finds all the high points
If
of
you're
the cheeks
just
for
joining
you.
us, this was the before. This is not
I know,
it.
we all know that. I know, I'm going to show you because I know that you have this in your makeup bag. First off, it's everywhere. It's like just it's crumbling. I know, it's literally
And it doesn't
everywhere.
have good for you ingredients.
This blush brush is not made to give you this perfect multi-dimensional finish. This is what it's going to do when you get this at home, okay? So if you have this in your makeup bag, it's time to toss it out. We've upgraded. We're giving you what you need, and we're doing it, and we're giving you the proper tool as well.
So if that scared you away from blush, or if settling into the fine lines and wrinkles has left you away from blush, we see why we need it, as Suzanne looks so gorgeous.
Look at her. I mean, look at her cheeks, every single thing. I mean, the highlighter on her eyes, I mean, it just really opens everything up, and it's thanks to Amazonian clay, but also diamond powder.
I know, so
and we
amazing.
know, I mean, that diamonds are a girl's best friend. We already know.
Yes,
so.
Marilyn.
We already know that, okay?
2,000 orders have been placed. Suzanne, I'm glad you said that. I only used the bronzer that's coming up and this blush as my eyeshadow.
You did?
Because we didn't have any eyeshadow in the show.
So smart.
So
See?
take this with you.
Multi-use.
You'll be glowing on vacation.
This is your